Hi everyone. This video lecture starts Learning Module 3 on Correspondence, Chapter 5, Short Workplace Messages. The primary focus is on emails and memos. Despite advancements in technology, email is not going away. It is still the best, fastest, least expensive way to communicate, especially to large groups. As the book notes, new collaboration technologies such as Slack and Asana cannot do what email does. Email dates to the mid-1970s. When people, well, government really, needed a way to communicate more effectively and efficiently. Email essentially replaces hard copy memos. Years ago, I interviewed with a company called Electric Boat, a division of General Dynamics. They build nuclear submarines. At the time I interviewed, EB employed around 17,000 employees, which included 3,000 engineers. Imagine typing a memo and then photocopying 17,000 copies and then hand delivering those copies. So you'll notice that email looks similar in format to memos, with the to, from, date, and subject lines. In the mid-1980s, we saw the growth of the Internet and the birth of email clients such as America Online and Qualcomm's Eudora, allowing email to be transmitted outside of a company's intranet to the more global Internet. Of course, now we have web-based email such as Gmail, Outlook, and more. Email is not without its faults. It is not so much a problem with email as it is with the people writing email. Long-winded, disorganized, fuzzy, jargon-filled, poor grammar and mechanics. Then, of course, we have email overload. Review section 5.1b for some stats. Since you write and will write more emails, learn how to write them professionally and know when email is appropriate and when it is not. When sending sensitive data, email is not the way to go, unless you're using encryption. Start with the basics. Write a clear, descriptive subject line. The reader must know why they are receiving your message before they read it. Presentation doesn't tell the reader much. Need you to prepare a sales presentation? That's a clear subject line. Unlike memos, include a greeting. It does not have to be "Dear so-and-so," unless it's a more formal message, or to those outside the company. A simple "Hi Jim" will do. The body needs to be concise, yet thorough, even shorter typically than memos. If the message must be long, consider typing it as a Word document and attaching it to the email message. Close effectively with whatever action you want from the reader. End with a signature block that includes your name and contact information. This acts as a signature and authenticates the message. Take a look at figure 5.1. Here you can see two versions of rough draft, hard to read, and an improved version. The chapter provides additional tips such as controlling your inbox, using down editing when replying, Although email often replaces hard copy memos, you still need to know how to format and write memos for various reasons. The information is too long for an email, the message requires a bit more formality, and some employees don't have work email. Now, look at figure 5.3. Paragraphs, bullet lists, even tables, appropriate line spacing, hard copy memo. As mentioned a moment ago, not all emails are well written. Take a look at this example, which is in Blackboard. In the Chapter 5 material. This is a real email sent to me and several other people, just a few years ago. The name has been changed to protect the guilty. Now, take a moment to read it. Now, what's the main stated purpose of this message? Don't read between the lines. Don't try to infer the purpose. What does it say? Where's the purpose supposed to be? In the opening. Where is it? It doesn't exist. The readers really do not know what the writer wants. Here's one possible statement. If you know of any programs that are for English business administration majors, minors that offer money, please let me know as soon as possible. That's it. Of course, the grammar and mechanical errors make it virtually unreadable. Whiffle? Sure. Anywho, not a word. Don't write an email like this. The chapter goes on and discusses instant messaging and texting. You can read that on your own. Benefits, risks, even spam, well, spam for instant messaging, best practices, basic etiquette, and more. Chapter also talks about podcasts and wikis. We'll come back to wikis later, but you all know what a wiki is, right? Think of Wikipedia. But for business and for school, wikis are more secure. We'll talk about it more later. Oh, and podcasts, you're familiar with TED Talks and YouTube videos, right? Even blogging. The chapter concludes with the discussion of social media. Here's the thing. If you post something that would embarrass your grandmother, you have already messed up. These days, prospective employers check the social media footprint of job candidates. They even check the social media use of current employees. Especially if employees are using social media on the job. Employees have been fired for posting negative content about their employers or even company secrets. So, be smart. That's the basics about short workplace messages. Questions? Let me know.